covering every county. This is your statewide newscast, Arkansas Today.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So glad you can join us for Arkansas Today. I'm Suzanne Bruner. Hundreds of people in Northwest Arkansas are looking for new jobs after being laid off. Even though recent stats show unemployment rates are holding at 3.5%, some businesses are closing. As Andrew Epperson reports, there are things workers can do to prepare in case the market shifts.
Alden Napier knows what it's like to suddenly find himself without work.
We went into survival mode and had some really good communities, some really good counsel.
He agreed to join a startup company, but quickly realized the money wasn't there.
I don't know what to do. We've spent 6 months trying to build towards this, and it's all evaporated in a matter of weeks.
He faced the reality affecting several Arkansans now.
We're wondering, how did we just leave a very stable situation to come to a position where we have no income?
Layoffs at companies in the area leave hundreds without jobs. The most recent being steel can manufacturer Ball Metal Pack, which will close its Springdale plant and cut 76 full-time positions.
It is unexpected in such a robust economy, and all the more reason for people to plan ahead and to receive some help along the way.
Napier is now the executive director at Credit Counseling of Arkansas in Fayetteville, and he says nobody should be embarrassed by job loss. It's the most common reason for CCOA appointments.
Look at ways that you can either increase your income or reduce your expenses.
Napier says the biggest thing you need to do if you've been laid off is to cut. And if you're in need of work, no matter what kind of experience you have, employment agencies like Tech Staffing Services can be useful.
Anybody who has recently gotten laid off during, the holidays, they are more than welcome to reach out to any of our offices in the Northwest Arkansas area. We have a lot of general labor positions as well as some specialty positions.
And Napier says even if you haven't been laid off, you should always be prepared because it can happen to anyone.
Know what is a priority for your family, know what's a priority for you personally in your everyday expenses, and make sure that you're prioritizing savings as a part of that overall financial picture.
And that was Andrew Epperson reporting there. Today, former White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders and State Attorney General Leslie Rutledge are at the Republican Party of Arkansas to submit President Trump's paperwork to appear on the Arkansas ballot for the 2020 presidential elections. Sanders will present that paperwork to State Party Chairman Doyle Webb. A former deputy has been handed a federal indictment as part of an ongoing investigation into some missing drug money. The FBI arrested Greene County Lieutenant Scott Pillow on Tuesday. He's charged with theft of government funds. The sheriff's office fired him Wednesday. Now, this right here is actually video of the FBI searching his home. The FBI set up fake drug and money bust for Pillow to seize a backpack with about $7,600 grand inside of it. After the sting, records show Pillow checked only $45,000 into evidence. The missing $30,000 was found in his pants during a search warrant, and he's facing up to 10 years in prison. The Rogers Police Department wants to add 5 officers to the force, but they're asking for thousands of dollars just to make that happen. The department has seen more schools, churches, and other public places request an officer on site, so police say the reason for the demand has to do with the mass shootings we're seeing across the nation.
Horrible that we have to be at churches on Sundays, but that's just kind of where society has taken us now.
It's going to cost almost $300,000 to hire and train the new officers. But that's not all. The department is also asking City Council for $29,000 for equipment and uniforms. The March of Dimes is putting on an educational health expo for the Marshallese community. Arkansas has the highest Marshallese population outside of the Marshall Islands, and 1 out of every 10 Marshallese births are premature. March of Dimes hopes to bring that number down through this expo. More than 25 vendors will be there with education, health screenings, and other resources.
Among the Marshallese women, we had responses from different churches, and we had churches that really supported this conference because they felt like there were things that they learned. You have your daily lives and routine that you go through, but when a medical expert is telling you to do it this way, it's very different.
The The March of Dimes is a nonprofit organization that works to help mothers and babies live healthier lives. It's been almost 6 months since the first medical marijuana dispensary opened in Arkansas. The first dispensary opened May 10th. Since then, people have spent $17.5 million on medical marijuana. The next dispensary inspections will be in Russellville, Texarkana, Fayetteville, and Little Rock. Private businesses that are not involved with the state, such as AR Cannabis Clinic, say they have seen their business expand.
We're hoping at the end of it to have 12 clinics open. That way, any patient in the state would have only an hour drive to our clinic.
Right now, 10 licensed dispensaries are open for business, but in total, there will be 32, and that means 12 more have yet to open.